If you struggle to get a good night's sleep and you're struggling with cravings or you want to lose weight, I have some tips today that are going to help you to crush your cravings and sleep better. So let's get started. When we sleep better at night, we have better control of our cravings. First of all, because we are just rested and we make better choices. But also, it's because of our hormones and neurotransmitters. They'll be more in balance in a way that reduces cravings. So there are hunger hormones, ghrelin and leptin, and they get out of whack if we're not sleeping well at night. So we need to make sure that we're sleeping well if we want to be successful in weight loss. In fact, I always like to encourage my clients before they start making big changes in their diet, how about getting a better night's sleep if that's something they struggle with? It's a lot more enjoyable a lot of times to just sleep well than it is to change your diet. All right, so that's number one, the fact that it is so important that we do sleep well. So now that we have that out of the way, let's talk about some ways that we can sleep better at night, because I know that also can be quite a struggle for a lot of us. Now, the first thing that you might want to change is getting off of all screens. So no phone, no TV, no computer time for about an hour before you go to bed. So those bright blue lights are what tells our brain that it's daytime, and we want our brain to think it's nighttime so that it produces the sleepy hormones that allow you to sleep well at night. So that's number one. Now, number two is to have a regular time that you go to bed. And a great way to make sure that you do that is to also have a regular time that you get up every day. Just have a regular sleep schedule that you try to keep within, reason, within about a half an hour, I would say. Just really try to get yourself to a time that you go to bed so that you can have a good at least 7 hours of sleep. That would be an aim. So getting yourself to a nice regular bedtime is number two. And a third tip to help you to sleep well at night is to pay attention to your breathing. Either just really taking deep breaths or just noticing, just experiencing the breath in and out. I do that every night and I don't count. I'm just noticing, but I will say it's only a few breaths and I'm out. It is pretty great, so give that a try. And tip number 4 is going to be to limit your sugar and caffeine in the evening. Now, if this, or even late afternoon, for some of us that are really sensitive, even after like 2, depending on your bedtime. But if you have a lot of struggle with that, try all the other things first. Maybe this isn't what's really causing you to have trouble sleeping, but it can be. So it's definitely something to try out if you are having trouble sleeping. Just cutting out the sugar in the evening. And like I said, caffeine as well. So number 5 is much like the tip regarding your screens, and that is just to lower the lighting throughout your house. That may be just using a few lamps or even lighting candles. Just setting a lower light in the home is going to, again, really help your brain get that signal that it is not time to be alert and awake and watchful, but to allow you to sleep. So that's your next tip. Now, number 6 is going to be to reduce your stress in the evening. So that may be avoiding confrontational kind of conversations that could lead to confrontation. Also checking emails. Emails can sometimes cause us to see a long to-do list that's coming up, or just remind us of something that stresses us out. Doing the budget can definitely cause some stress and keep you from sleeping. just any of the things that you know for you can get you a little worked up, get your mind going. You want to cut those out and cut them out in the evening. Do them earlier in the day, maybe in the morning. Number 7 is to decrease anything that can be an allergy. So you may not even realize that you have a dust allergy, but if you really keep your bedroom nice and clean, maybe have an air purifier to clean out the air, any dust that's floating around, making sure that even, a lot of things that we don't think about are the window treatments. They can get really dusty. So having those dusted, cleaned, good clean carpet and bedding. We want to reduce the allergens in our bedroom, and that may include our pets. So you may not even realize that you have a pet allergy. And again, this is one of those last-ditch efforts. If you're having trouble sleeping, you might try having your pet in a crate or just in another room at bedtime. And I totally get that can be really hard if you're used to your pet sleeping in bed, but getting a good night's sleep is important for so many reasons. So this is something to try if sleeping is an issue, because allergies can totally keep you up at night. Number 9 is to consider taking a magnesium supplement in the evening. A lot of people, many of us, are deficient or just low in magnesium, low meaning below optimal. And so we have symptoms like headaches and constipation, trouble sleeping, getting muscle cramps. There's so many things that we commonly are struggling with, and it's because we just are low in magnesium. So that's something to consider trying, and I'll link a couple of good options in the description just to give you some thoughts on some good magnesium to try. So that's number 9. And number 10 is to reduce that stress and that pressure of I have to get to sleep. Whenever we put so much pressure in our mind and our thoughts that, oh no, I'm not sleeping well, I've got to get to sleep, tomorrow's a big day, all of those kind of thoughts, that works against us. It works opposite, and it makes us stay awake. So take the pressure off. Just say, oh well, I guess I'm not going to sleep tonight. Just really decrease that pressure. Try to in a way that is a believable thought for you, but change that script in your mind about how important it is. Maybe it can be as simple as, well, I can't think about tomorrow because that's just going to make it harder to sleep. I'm not even going to worry about tomorrow because that just makes sleep impossible. And just becoming aware of that and reminding yourself of that and thinking about that without the stress, very important, without the stress and that in the background saying, yeah, I hope this works. I hope this makes me sleep. You can't have any of that. And that will help you to take that stress off. All right, so those are 10 tips to help you to sleep better. And I really hope that you will kind of test them out one at a time, see what works for you, and get a good night's sleep so that you can feel great. It's so good for your health, and it will help you to control your cravings and help you lose weight.